hero Chris Vaughn has returned home.
Ma! Chris is here!
Hello, Puddin'. Come here, man. Good to see you.
Hope to see you around.
Do you?
What made you come back now?
I grew up in this town.
Did you get tired of being all that you could be?
No, I'm still all I can be.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
But the town he thought he knew has lost its innocence.
This ain't exactly home anymore.
Welcome to my world.
He's not Jay from high school. He hurts people.
It was close. Crystal meth.
Where'd you get the drugs? Where?
From the guys at the casino.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
I'm the sheriff here. I'll tell you what'll stand.
Now, one man won't back down.
Guess that changes our relationship a bit, huh? Whoever did this left him for dead.
The sheriff's up for re-election. Maybe we could take his job.
Morning, deputy.
No. You know I hate cops. You've been sheriff for about 2 minutes. I'm already starting to hate you.
What's the problem, Sheriff?
The town's changed now.
See, the only thing changed around here is you get to put on that nifty little badge.
Get your taillights fixed.
What's wrong with my taillights?
They're broken. You're gonna get hurt. Search it.
Step away from the vehicle.
Where did you learn that?
Cops.
That's a good show.
Stand up.
I need you to keep an eye on my parents' house.
Do it.
Sheriff, are you home?
Fight back. Walk tall. The Rock.
This is my town.
Walking tall.
Hello and welcome to the 36th episode of MWIRE Movie Week in Review. Today we are going to be discussing Walking Tall. This is the 2004 remake. I am TFG1 Mike, and as usual I'm joined by Steve Megatron. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
A little tired, but otherwise pretty well.
Yeah, we're actually having to catch up on MWIRE. Actually, it's funny, yesterday, we're recording this, what is this, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning? Thursday morning. I don't even fucking remember anymore. Last night, as I was recording Radio Free Cybertron episode for March 24th, and New Soundwave 23 with the RFC crew, I was thinking, you know what? We're not getting a whole hell of a lot of, as much as we enjoy doing this show, we're not getting a whole hell of a lot of feedback on this show at all. And I almost thought of saying screw it and just going with topics on GCR and just putting this on hold for a while. Not that I'm probably going to do that, but I don't know. I just had this feeling like, why are we even doing this right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that sometimes, though.
Well, it's like, I get if people aren't into a movie review show, which is fine. I mean, we are pretty much known for our Transformers crap. And of course, we do talk about other stuff. I do Secret Origins and Tooncast and all that stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it's just that I'm kind of in a rut as far as I feel kind of crappy for having to move this damn schedule around because I didn't have those Kevin Smith DVDs, but I don't know. Anyway, what's been going on with you?
Had my car in service. Other than that, not really that much.
Mm-hmm.
Just that and overload of work at job number 1, not enough pay at job number 2, so yeah, just kind of overall kind of sucks.
Pizza!
Smart ass.
I always hated that damn little bastard slogan guy. Alright.
Yeah.
So, Walking Tall is a 2004 remake of the 1973 film of the same name. It stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Johnny Knoxville. Like the original film, it was based on the real-life sheriff Buford Pusser. However, the main character's name was changed to Chris Vaughn. The setting was changed from McNairy County, Tennessee, to Kitsap County, Washington, U.S. Have you ever seen this?
Walking Tall? Yes. Yeah. I had first seen this a couple years ago. I would definitely say that it's a good movie in the sense that I like action and the few roles that The Rock does well.
You know, this is probably the only movie of his that I can actually watch and enjoy. Yeah,
I'd have to agree with you. I do like this movie a lot.
I mean, not to say that The Rock isn't a... It's always so weird to judge wrestlers crossing... Like, okay, musicians and movie stars, they always cross over into each other's industries. It's just the way it's always been.
Yeah.
You know, wrestlers going into film or actors becoming wrestlers. I don't know how I feel about that. Like the whole, what's his name, Ms. Wiz kid, Mike, God, what's his last name? I forget. He started out on fucking Real World, and his ultimate goal was to get into the WWE. And he's now in the WWE, which is great, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's kind of weird. I think there's only maybe 3. Well, counting this one, there's 4 wrestlers that I can watch in movies, and two of those movies have the same wrestler, which is John Cena in The Marine in 12 Rounds, and Stone Cold in The Condemned, and of course The Rock in this. This is also probably the only thing I could ever watch Johnny Knoxville in.
Yeah, he did play a pretty good role in this movie, and he wasn't too overly annoying.
Yeah, he wasn't a jackass, basically.
Yeah, basically.
You know, I don't get the whole appeal of his jackassery crap. I just don't. I don't see how that's funny. I mean, guys getting, you know, skateboarding down a damn rail and then crashing and hitting their nutsack and cringing for 20 minutes. I don't see the funny in that at all.
No, I don't find that at all either. I mean, some of the stuff they had in there was a little entertaining, but still.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, the DVD for this has 2 commentaries on it, one by The Rock himself and one by the directors. I haven't watched it with the director's commentary, but I've watched it with the Rock commentary. And he said that the reason why they changed the name of the character was because it's the story. It's based on Pusser's life, but they didn't want to. I don't know, something about they didn't want to pay any disrespect to the guy. So I think everything else outside of the location change and the name change, everything else is pretty much what actually happened to Pusser. So getting into the plot, Chris Vaughn, a former U.S. Army Special Forces sergeant, returns to his small hometown in state of Washington to find some work at the cedar mill, but he finds that it is closed down 3 years ago, and now there is a new casino in town owned by his old school friend, Jay Hamilton, who is now taking liberties because of the chaotic economic situation. With the mill closed down, the casino is the main source of income for the town. Vaughn decides to check out the casino and sees the craps dealer use loaded dice. When Vaughn gets somewhat violent, the security guards subdue him and then carve his stomach and leave him for dead. but he is found and hospitalized and eventually recovers. Vaughn goes to the sheriff to place charges on those who carved his stomach, but the sheriff refuses to allow Vaughn to press charges because the casino is viewed as so important. After Vaughn also finds out that his nephew Pete experimented with crystal meth, which was sold to his friends by a casino security guard, Vaughn goes to the casino and, using a piece of lumber as a club, actually it was a piece of cedar, he beats the security guards and makes his point to Jay Hamilton that he won't tolerate any crime in his town anymore. In the ensuing trial, Vaughn tells the jury and the rest of the town that if he is cleared of the charges, he will run for sheriff and clean up the town. He is then acquitted and wins the election for sheriff. Upon taking office, he fires the entire police force and deputizes his friend, Ray Templeton, who he knows will remain loyal and fight for what he knows is right. Wow. Vaughn and Templeton find hidden drugs on Hamilton's right-hand man, Booth, and they take him into custody. In an attempt to make him rat on the other drug dealers, they tear his truck apart. But he doesn't talk. The former sheriff and his deputies then go to the sheriff's office, blow up Vaughn's truck, and try to kill him. And while guns are being fired into the sheriff's office with his life in danger, Booth tells Vaughn where the drug base is and where they make them, which is the old mill. Soon after realizing this information, Booth gets shot and dies. Vaughn is able to escape. Vaughn's parents' house was raided by some of Hamilton's men, but Templeton, who was stationed there, managed to keep everyone safe with the help of Chris Vaughn's Sr., Chris Vaughn's father. Vaughn then goes to the mill, finds the drugs there, along with Hamilton, who sets a trap on Vaughn, and they fight for their lives in the woods behind the mill, with Vaughn eventually beating Hamilton and placing him under arrest. Vaughn closes the casino, and the mill was reopened shortly after. Thoughts?
I love how every turn of event happened in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the badassery of how The Rock just single-handedly just beats the piss out of everybody.
Yeah.
I especially like when he tore the shit out of the place with the
club.
Wood.
Yeah.
And then when he ended up pulling the guy over later in the movie and says your taillight's out, and he says, what taillight? That one. You know, and he bashes the taillight out.
Yeah.
And drives away.
There's a blooper reel on the DVD, and it is a blooper of that scene where he's like, get your taillights fixed, sir. What's wrong with my taillights? They're broken. And he goes to hit it, and it doesn't break. And he's like, yeah, you know, I promise, I am strong, you know. It's just really, really funny.
Wow.
Oh boy, I was very surprised to see Ashley Scott in this. Because the only other place at this time that I knew her from was Birds of Prey, the TV series.
Yeah.
And she looks a hell of a lot different in this than she did in that. I mean, I didn't even recognize. I had to look her up on IMDb to even know who the hell she was. Because, wow, what a transformation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Outside of her, Neil McDonough, Johnny Knoxville, and Rock, the rest of the cast members, as far as I know, aren't that well known. Or at least John Beasley, I've seen his names other places, and Michael Bowen, but his nephew Pete and his sister Michelle, I don't think I've ever seen their names anywhere. I don't know, but I mean, overall, it's a good cast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So getting into the production a little bit here. In the original film, Puser uses a wooden club to beat the criminals. Director Kevin Bray wanted to update it by making it a baseball bat. There were objections, so the compromise was to just add a handle. Oh boy.
I don't care. I like that.
Oh no, I like it too. I mean, I don't. Obviously, I'm not like running from the law or anything. But if I was, I would want somebody coming after me with a giant piece of wood instead of a gun, I guess. Even though it's going to be a little bit more violent. But yeah, it's just one of those movies that's really enjoyable. I did not have to like fast forward or skip scenes or whatever. I can pretty much just watch it all the way through. Well, at least it made its money back at the box office. It grossed $57 million, so that's good. The Southern, as far as the music, the Southern rock country band State Line Mob included a song titled McNairy County Line in their 2008 album Ruckus, which honors Buford Pusser and tells the story from a factual point of view. There are sequels, which, oh God, I hate when they do this crap.
Yeah, and especially when they change the actor, too.
Well, when they change the actor, yeah. But the thing is, Walking Tall, The Payback, and Walking Tall, Lone Justice are two direct-to-video sequels that have been released starring Kevin Sorbo. Oh, crap. First of all, direct-to-video sequels on stuff like this don't work.
No.
Second of all, you got Hercules. Give me a break. As much as, Kevin Sorbo's an alright actor, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know, he does a lot of those direct-to-DVD type movies because, I don't know, he just can't find regular work anymore, apparently.
Well, after, what was it, 7, 8, 9, 10 years on Hercules, The Incredible Journeys, what else is he going to do?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, hell, I saw him back in, reruns, but 2003, 2004, after Dharma and Greg ended, he was on that comedy show for a little while as a guest star.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised none of the DC Universe original animated movie crew have gotten him to voice Superman or anything like that yet. Oh crap, I'm giving them ideas.
No.
Do we have anything else to say about Walking Tall?
Not really.
I really like the way that the film was shot. I really don't make comments like this, but I do like the way that the film was shot, especially that overhead shot when he's like, Ray, I need you to take me to drug school, and then they go through, alright, phase 1 is we find and as the shot's going through, it's an overhead shot of the town, and then when it gets to, the guy, what's his name? The head security guard, Booth there, gets to his house or wherever he's staying, it kind of stops right there on the roof, goes to the back door, and it switches back to a regular cam, and I thought that was a kind of a cool little effect. So, alright, it's kind of a short episode, but, honestly, I don't really have that much more to say about it. It's a good movie.
No doubt.
Like I said, it's probably the Rock's only movie I can actually sit through, because the rest of them are kind of like, meh.
Well, he's got a couple other good movies, but they're mostly on Disney, other than that.
See, that's the thing, though. He started out doing the whole action thing, and then he went kid-friendly with Disney. And it's like, really?
It's like he completely U-turned, and now he's going back to the action route. After his latest failure of the Tooth Fairy.
Oh God! Oh, I thought the latest failure was Witches on Death Mountain or Witch Mountain, whatever the hell that shit was.
Race to Witch Mountain.
Whatever.
Yeah, I would rather watch that than that Tooth Fairy. At least that's somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, I just, as soon as I saw the trailer for the game plan, I just couldn't. No, I was so sick of seeing it. And see, that's the problem, because I watch Disney Channel a lot. Like, Disney Channel and HGTV are my two channels that I watch now, because everything else is pretty much crap on TV. But yeah, that's the problem watching Disney Channel, is you see these quote unquote sneak peeks or behind the scenes things, and it's like, oh my god, do I really need to see The Rock as the Tooth Fairy or whatever?
Oh, apparently we do.
Apparently so.
They released a movie.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we actually wanted to see that.
You know. So
Next they'll have a sequel, Kevin Sorbo is the Tooth Fairy 2.
You know, the only one I can, and we'll get to this next, Christmas of 2010 here. The only person I can really buy as the Tooth Fairy is the fat guy from Santa Claus 3.
Yeah,
the Molinator.
Fit that role.
Yeah, the Molinator.
It's like watching somebody else play Santa Claus other than Tim Allen.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing. You know, I know we're kind of getting off on a tangent here, but Tim Allen, first of all, he typecast himself as the Tool Man for Home Improvement, and then he goes and typecasts himself for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Not saying that the Santa Claus movies are bad, and of course we'll get to them come Christmas time this year, but I'm just waiting for the Santa Claus 4, the Middle Eastern Claus, or the
Death Claus.
Yeah.
Well, he is returning in Toy Story 3.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's Toy Story 3, though. That's Pixar, that's animation. There's a big difference between Woody on a string and a giant fat-suited Tim Allen as Santa Claus.
Very, very true.
Okay, thank you for joining us here on Movie Week in Review. There are several ways to get in contact with us or leave feedback for the show. First is you can stop by geekcastradio.com, find all the other GCRN podcasts there. You can join our forums at PredicateEmpire.com/Nexus. And you can leave the show feedback in iTunes. Please do this. We have Twitter. The show name there is GCRN MWIRE. Mine is TFG1Mike. What is your Twitter?
SCP-21.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the MWIRE and wish you'll join us next time when we'll be reviewing Blast from the Past. Yes, the 1999 film that introduced us to, oh god, what's the name of that damn band? Was it REM that did It's the End of the World as We Know It? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For now, I am TFG1Mike.
Yeah, it was at the
song. What?
Because it was the end of the world as we know it once they released that song.
Yeah, it's actually funny. I was playing that song at midnight when we went from 99 to 2000.
Wow.
Yeah. We're still here, though.
So far.
Yeah, so far. Just wait till 2012.
Yeah, they've already debunked that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, for now, I am TFG1Mike with
Steve Megatron Phillips.
Until next time.
Now you read me my rights, then you take me in. I call my lawyer.
Okay, but I have a hunch there may be something else in here.
Could be. I know.
Handles pretty good. He's clean.
In a world, there, I said it, happy,